Another example, solve the system of nonlinear equations using the elimination method this time. So, the system is x squared plus 4y squared equals 16, and then x squared minus y squared is equal to 4x. You've noticed both of the equations, equation 1 and equation 2, are all non-linear equations. So the best method to use here is the elimination method. So we will eliminate either x or the y variable. So if we're going to eliminate the x squared here, ang mabilin y squared is equal 4y squared equals 16, y squared equals 4x. However, you've noticed na naapay mabilin nga x here nga variable. Therefore, duha ra gyapon ka variables if x squared ang atong i-eliminate. So, the best variable to eliminate here is the y squared. Okay, so we will use the second equation na mahimog negative 4y squared para ma-eliminate ang y variable. So, x squared minus y squared is equal to 4x. So, again, we will, ang atong goal, ang y squared mahimog negative 4y squared para ma-eliminate ang y nga variable. So, the best multiplier for that is 4. We will multiply both sides of the equation of number 2 with 4. So 4 times x squared is 4x squared. 4 times negative 4y squared is negative 4y squared. 4 times 4x is 16x. So we will use this new equation of our second equation para ma-eliminate sa atong system. So x squared plus 4y squared equals 16, our first equation. And then our new equation sa second equation is 4x squared minus 4y squared is equal to 16x. Okay, so 4y squared minus 4y squared, tanggal. So leaving this one, x squared plus 4x squared is 5x squared, and 16x plus 16. So 16x plus 16, so we will arrange this one. 5x squared minus 16x minus 16 is equal to 0. So, since naamay coefficient of 5, here we cannot use the katatuunan nga factoring nga part nga ang last digit will be two numbers is negative 16, then kani add and subtract. So, by this one, we will use another method of factoring. So, please review your factoring. I will not discuss it here anymore. So, the factor of that, usually ko inani ang ato ang format sa itong equation na ay coefficient more than 1 ang x squared, we will use trial and error method. So, there are lots of numbers and combinations na ito ang gamiton para makuha ang factor. So, anyway, so the factor for that is 5x plus 4 and x minus 4 is equal to 0. But also, you can use quadratic formula or completing the square para makuha na ninyo ang value sa x if you don't want to use the trial and error method to get the factors. So 5x plus 4 is equal to 0. So to transpose 4, so may mo siya negative 4 and divide. Pabilin man diri kay 5x, so divide both sides by 5. So x is equal to negative 4 over 5. Then here, x minus 4 is equal to 0. So x minus 4 is equal to 0. So our x is equal to positive 4. So again, from here, you can use this one by trial and error method, or you can use the completing the square or quadratic formula to get straight to our values itong x, which is negative 4 over 5 or 4. Okay? So if our x is equal to negative 4 over 5, so x squared plus 4y squared is equal to 16. We refer the first equation. Pwede second equation ang gamiton. But for this example, we use the first equation. X squared plus 4y squared equals 16. So we substitute all the values of x by negative 4 over 5. So, negative 4 over 5 squared plus 4y squared equals 16. So, um, so 4y squared here, napabilin sa left. And 4 times, negative 4 times negative 4 is positive 16 over 5 times 5 is 25. So that's 16 over 25. Positive 16 over 25. Pero ato siyang transpose to the right, mo na mo siya negative 16 over 25. And then of course, ang 16 here. Okay, so we divide both sides by 4. So 16 divided 4 is 4. 4y squared divided 4 is y squared. 16 over 25 divide 4. That's 4 over 25. Next is, we extract both sides para y na lang ang mabilin diri, wala na squared. So y is equal to square root of 96 over 25. So ato day nang gisubtract 4 minus 4 over 25, that's 96 over 25. So square root of 96 over 25, that's plus minus 4 square root of 6 over 5. So that's the value of our y coordinate. Okay, if our x is equal to negative 4 over 5. So duwa nakabok ang pair. Negative 4 over 5, ang yang y is negative 4 square root of 6 over 5, o ang ikaduwa, negative 4 over 5, and then positive 4 square root of 6 over 5. That's the two pairs. However, naapatay, x is equal to 4. Kuhaan po nato ang iyang partner diri sa x is equal to 4. So, if our x is equal to 4, so, if x is equal to 4, again, our first equation, x squared plus 4y squared is equal to 16. We will substitute the value of x by 4. So, 4 squared, that's 16. Plus 4y squared equals 16. So, 4y squared there is sa left. And then, the 16 here. And then, the 16 also, gitansos na to, may mga negative 16. Since 4y squared man there is sa left, i-divide na to sa 4. So, that's y squared is equal to 16 over 4 minus 16 over 4. So, mahimo siya og 0. So, our y squared is equal to 0. So, y is equal to 0. So, therefore, tulo ra ka buok ang solution set. Katong ganina na to, the first two pairs, and then the last one is 4, 0. So, both positive and negative, puro 0.